Previously, on the ridiculous world of G.G. Abrahams.
Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and remember... That was weird. My doorbell goes, I go and answer it, and there's nobody there, apart from this parcel. And what's even stranger is, I don't even have a doorbell. Who would send me... I'm not opening this. I'm opening this. Video dead? Who would send me the video dead through the post? If only I had a way to watch VHS. Do I really want to do this? Do I really want to watch a copy of the video dead that's been sent to me through the post on VHS? Yep. I feel as if I've done this before. Every single scene is... there's at least something you can laugh at.
What the hell was that?
So, anyway, the video dead. It's a... So the video dead came out in 1987 and... Anyway, the video dead came out in 1987 and it...
Sorry, I'm really messing this up for you. Sorry. I'm just gonna leave.
No, it's alright. Do you know what? Listen, I'm probably overreacting here. I'm actually used to it with the noise because of the cars that keep on driving by. So why don't you just come out the TV and we'll do the review of the girl?
But there's only one chair.
No, there's not. Did you see that? Did you see what I just did? I have powers beyond reason here!
We all have them, my dear. And that's how I'm gonna get out of this television.
You're going to do the whole video dead coming at the TV thing, aren't you?
Probably. Okay. You ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
So, you do the wee intro bit and we'll go.
What, the goat?
No. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
You're an asshole. Hey guys, welcome to the show. In this episode, we're going to talk about one of my most favourite movies of all time. It's 1987's The Video Dead. So, The Video Dead came out in 1987. It was directed by some dude called Robert Scott, who I've never heard of in my entire life, but we looked him up. And he directed a movie from 1990 called Rat Dog. The Video Dead stars Roxana Augustin. Augustin. Roxana Augustin as Zoe, and we've got Rocky Duvall playing the part of Jeff, who are a brother and sister team who need to deal with zombies that come out of a TV.
So I like that.
Oh, but you
came at the TV.
This is pretty good. Okay. I like that. So, at the start, we basically meet a guy called Mr. Jordan, and remember that name because you're never ever going to hear it about 20 times in one dialogue exchange.
Mr. Jordan?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Jordan. I don't smoke. Where would you like it, Mr. Jordan?
Like what?
Well, your delivery, Mr. Jordan.
What was his name again?
This is just delivery, Mr. Jordan, not a COD. Whatever it is, it's already been paid for by the sender.
Anyway, he receives a parcel for the Highlight delivery service, and if you look closely, you can see that the sticker's still fresh on the van. I digress. The delivery is sent to him by accident. It should have went to the Institute of the Studies of the Occult. So he unwraps the box and it's a TV.
Who the hell would send me a TV? I don't even watch TV.
Nice dissolve.
So later we cut to Mr. Jordan, who's using a typewriter. Remember them?
Yeah.
The new TV switches itself on and shows this awesome horror movie called Zombie Blood Nightmare.
Ooh.
I love the music that plays in this movie within a movie.
What is this shit?
Mr. Jordan then comes in and switches it off, and we get the whole turning it off but it comes back on thing happening until he actually physically unplugs it and turns that bad boy off.
What is it with you and the word bad boy?
What's going to sound a wee bit weird if I call it bad girls. Let's wrap this bad girl up. So after that, Mr. Jordan's in bed and we see the TV downstairs and smoke and shit starts to come out of it and out pops a wee zombie.
Can I stop you there for a second? Technically, they're no zombies.
What do you mean? Explain.
As you would a child.
Well, they're a spiritual entity that emerge from a TV. So they're not dead and buried like zombies would be. They're the magical undead.
Magical zombies?
Magical undead.
Anyway, the magical undead come out the TV and kill Mr. Jordan and leave him in this state. Why has he got a party hat on?
Why has he got a cigarette?
Why did they take the time to prop him up?
Why did?
Aye, why did they take the time to prop him up, put makeup on him, put a party hat on him?
I mean, what kind of magical undead person leaves a guy at the front door in a party hat?
Holy shit.
So, moving on, we then see a taxi that's got one of the aforementioned characters, Zoe, in it on her way to her new house. I became William Shatner again.
Zoe, in the cab, on her way to her new house.
Are we here?
21 Shady Lane Avenue, sweetheart.
Just wanted to make sure.
I thought you said this was your house.
It is. But I have never been here before.
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 Zoe then moves into her parents' house while they're out of the country, and she's quietly putting glasses away when she's approached by what looks like one of the magical undead.
And now here's the Buckinghams with kind of a drag.
Oh! Jeff!
Why is he walking like that?
He's magical.
It's never addressed again in the full movie.
Shh. He's magical.
So after brother and sister are reunited and Jeff ends up doing a spit take, Jeff meets his neighbour, who introduces herself like this.
I'm April. Don't you hate it? Sounds like the smell they put on Kleenex.
I was just about to get them to drink. You want to come in?
What does April smell like?
I bet she smells good.
But more like a February.
February.
Let's talk about the chocolate scene.
Right, so the Kleenex lady's got a dog called Chocolate. She loses the dog.
Yep.
How does she lose the dog?
It runs away.
Why?
Because he leaves the door open and it goes missing.
Is this when he's getting a fresh glass of water for a change of pace?
How about a nice glass of fresh water for a change of pace?
And then they end up in the woods looking for Chocolate.
And what did they do?
They yell,
Chocolate! 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 Chocolate!
Chocolate!
Chocolate!
Chocolate?
Chocolate!
Chocolate! Chocolate!
Come on, this is a joke, right?
I think we better keep looking out for the dog. Chocolate! Chocolate!
Chocolate!
Samantha?
Oh no! What? There!
Next up, Jeff decides to look up April in the phone book. The person, not the month. This movie really is dated. He finds her number, phones her, and when the maid, who clearly doesn't sound anything like April, answers,
Hello? Ellison residence?
April?
he asks if that's April.
1 minute, please.
Lucy's from El Salvador.
Lucy paints portraits of Barbara Streisand.
So?
Who is it, Maria?
It's for April. April!
I always thought that her dad in this scene was a wee bit sinister, overly sinister, needlessly sinister.
Who is it, Maria?
It's for April. April!
Who is it, Maria?
It's for April.
Who is it, Maria?
Who is it, Maria?
It's for April. April!
Okay, I got it.
So later that night, Jeff finds a TV in the attic, he brings it down, he sets it up and kicks back to enjoy this awesome movie from earlier, Zombie Blood Nightmare.
Go for it, dude.
So basically for here, a weird woman appears on Jeff's TV, starts talking to him, then manifests in front of him, seduces him a wee bit, then jumps back into the TV before getting her throat slit.
There's someone in the room with you. No!
We're then introduced to a character that we never see again and has no backstory in this movie at all. But at least his introduction is awesome.
Who are you?
They call me the Garbage Man.
Garbage Day.
I dispose of human garbage.
And you help your landlady carry out her garbage.
Why are you telling me all this?
This guy literally turns up for this part of this movie and this part only. He's there for the basil.
Hello, exposition.
The garbage man tells Jeff that one of the only ways to stop the zombies,
Magical undead.
one of the only ways to stop the magical undead is to use mirrors.
And do one more thing. Get a mirror and put the shiny side next to the screen.
Get a mirror.
Get a mirror.
Get him here.
A mirror.
A mirror.
A mirror.
A mirror.
Hey. Get him here.
Did you turn into Robert De Niro?
You look like Jerry Lewis.
I thought it looked more like De Niro.
Well, it looks weird.
The garbage man is talking to Jeff interdimensionally through his TV. And when he's finished giving his exposition, he goes to leave the screen and Jeff shouts.
No, wait.
And he comes back on screen as if to say, oh, I'm sorry, there's something that I missed. Aye, how about, tell me what to do here?
What do I do?
Get a mirror.
So let's take a moment to talk about the zombies.
Magical undead.
First off, I want to point out that the makeup used for the magical... I'm not going to say magical undead for the rest of this thing. I'm not using that. I'm not saying that.
Fine. But you do recognise that they're not actually zombies, right?
I think for the most part, the makeup used was actually pretty good, but some of the artistic decisions were a wee bit wild.
Aye, the truly artistic decisions, such as the David Bowie guy looking so blue.
Let's dance! There's the guy we're going to call Ironhead because he gets an iron stuck in his head. There's the bride that's awesome. There's what I think is the leader that's also got a great sense of humour because there's Bowie, who we've talked about, and there's this guy who is just pointless.
Okay, I think we both get the point.
Hold on a minute, I've got questions.
I want answers.
Me too.
Why is she in the washing machine?
When did she get in the washing machine?
How did she get in the washing machine?
Zombie humour.
How long's he been choking her for? Has that been about 5 minutes?
Try saying it with the yawn.
The yawn was part of the joke.
Oh, really? Your yawn was that good there that I thought it was a real yawn.
Rake yawn.
So, after April's dad and Maria are killed,
Who is it, Maria?
Zoe and Jeff are there for her because she doesn't have anybody else apart from this guy that she's met about a day ago.
And his sister, who I think she's just met for the first time.
And Mr. Daniels.
Who's Mr. Daniels?
Listen to me, young fella.
Is that a 10-gallon hat?
I drove up all the way from Texas.
He's the guy that's rode all the way up to Texas to try and put a stop to this undeadness.
You see, it looks like an ordinary TV set, but it isn't.
Okay, so what's his backstory?
It's a TV.
He's not really got one. Something about his wife getting killed.
I picked it up at a house sale. My wife was her life causer, but she weren't the only one.
After that lackluster backstory, April decides to take a bath, which is exactly what you do when your family's just been massacred by an unnatural disaster.
She's upstairs taking a bath, Jeff.
Okay, so shit's getting serious. The magical undead are loose, including Bowie. April's been kidnapped. Jeff and Mr. Daniels decide to go and try and rescue her.
Just wait here till we come back.
Just promise me you'll be careful.
Ah! What the hell is wrong with you, boy?
Jesus Christ.
And this is the bit where Jeff gives Mr. Daniels probably the best or worst warning of all time.
Which is it?
Best.
You sneak up on me like that again, you know what's gonna happen to you?
No, boy. You tell me.
Death and destruction.
Then he tells him to not call him boy anymore.
Okay, boy. Whatever you say.
My name isn't Boy. It's Jeff. Think you can handle that?
Okay, boy.
Cow shit.
What'd you call me?
Called him cow shit?
He did.
You call me Boy. I call you cow shit. Okay, cow shit?
Okay, cow shit.
Okay.
From here, what we get is pure madness.
Spare me the madness!
Spare me the madness!
Somehow Jeff and Mr. Daniels knew that the magical undead would take April into the forest, and they formulate a plan that's going to end up with Jeff dangling from a tree. That's to lure the undead in.
Oh no! There's no way I'm going through this!
With the plan being that Mr. Daniels will pick them off like a sniper using a shotgun that would have no recoil whatsoever while balanced on a tripod made out of branches.
What do you do about the recoiling? Oh, you don't have to worry about recoiling and it's self-coiling. Self-coiling?
And this is where I think the video dead stands alone. Kinda. Spoiler alert warning.
No, a warning.
It all goes tits up.
Suppose he's got a pointed stick.
Mr. Daniels dies, the bride steals the chainsaw, and then we get the whole Texas chainsaw moment where the bride ends up chasing Jeff through the forest. Everybody dies. Jeff ends up finding April, but she doesn't smell like Kleenex anymore. He then has his final encounter with the bride, and he kills her, kinda, but he gets finished off with that stolen chainsaw.
Wait. You said everybody dies, right?
Aye.
But what about Sister Zoe, who we haven't seen since they left on the hunt?
That's a good point. After Jeff dies, we cut back to Zoe because the zombies have decided to reassemble and are heading towards her house.
Oh no!
Zoe then at this point tries to phone the police.
I'll tell the police.
And the magical undead cut the phone line. Zoe decides to arm herself by holding a knife the wrong way before remembering what she heard from Mr. Daniels.
When a living person shows fear, all they want to do is kill.
And Jeff.
But what if a person could keep from showing fear?
And for here the movie ends with Zoe inviting the undead into her house.
Won't you come in?
And somehow deciding not to be afraid of them. And she feeds them before taking them into the basement to do some dancing. Ted.
No way.
This is all part of her plan because she's trying to trap them in the basement, and as we all know from earlier,
Trap them in a place from which there's absolutely no escape. Then they go crazy. Eat themselves.
and they do. And then they get sucked back into a TV.
Oh, like Glenn?
Exactly like Glenn. The movie then finishes with Zoe walking outside as the sun rises. We then cut to some sort of hospital.
Maybe the psychiatric ward.
Aye, right next to Kirsty.
Christ.
And we then see Zoe being visited by her parents, who bring her a present.
We brought it from home for you, dear.
So let's wrap this bad boy up.
There you go with the bad boys again.
The Video Dead is not a good movie. Let's make that clear right here. But its faults are what make it memorable. It's B-movie fun, it's not too serious, and it's not too light, but let's face it, it is shite. It's the type of movie that you watch to enjoy the bad scenes rather than the overall story.
Who is it, Maria?
The acting's hysterical, the plot loose at best, and while it's a really simple story, it makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and remember...
You've still not even asked me my name yet.
What's your name?
Glenn?
He directed a movie called Rat Dog, by the way. You ever heard of Rat Dog? I'll bet you haven't. It came out in 1990. Worst take ever. So he unwraps the car. He unwraps a car, and it's Mr. Jordan. He unwraps a car, and it's himself.
Mr. Jordan in a cocoon. Dana Carvey.
No, Dana Barrett. Oh, there.
Hey Barrett.
No, thank you, Mr. Renfield.
You promised me eternal life.
Glenn!
Why is he walking like that?
I think it's got something to do with the Earth's gravitational pull.